Now today it's about pumpkins. So I've boiled 1 kilo of pumpkin.
What kind of pumpkin?
Oh, you can use any one. I've used Jack today, but whatever you seem to have in the cupboard.
Jack pumpkin is better because, in my opinion, it's got more sugar in it.
Yeah,
And it's sweeter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whereas the grey pumpkin is a bit for.
And it's a little bit more water, I think. But that doesn't matter that it's waterier.
Yeah, water.
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 That is a hard word.
Is that a word?
It's,
Well, we make our own words up anyway.
Italians make up their own.
Yeah,
words.
yeah.
So I'm just going to crush it with a fork until it's sort of like puree. No, not puree. Well,
You're mashing it.
I'm mashing it up just with a fork. And
Yeah.
it's about 1 kilo. So what we're going to do with this? Did we say what we're going to do?
No, probably not.
Okay.
You just said I think pumpkin was the hero of the dish today.
Yes, we're going to do pumpkin donuts.
Yep.
And kids love them. And
Just don't tell them it's pumpkin.
a lot of people like pumpkin, you know.
Yeah, but we're talking about this age people. a bit more
Okay.
fussy
Well, it's
now.
good, sort of.
Just don't tell them. Just to put
yeah.
this orange colouring in the donuts,
Yeah.
and that's what they.
And this is it. Now, what I'm going to do, we're going to add yeast to it, but I want to put a bit of warm water in it. So,
About a cup.
no, only about half a cup.
Half a cup to
yeah,
start off with?
Yeah, just half a cup, just so the mixture is sort of watery in a sense.
Okay.
And then we're going to add 1 sachet. I'm using this yeast. I'm going to use just 1 sachet of the yeast to it. So we're
It's
going-
ready to go, so you don't have to.
So we
put it all in.
Yeah, I put it all.
Or you do it your style.
Well, I did put it. I'm sure I put it all.
No, you didn't pour it. Hang on. Here you go. See? Really empty it out.
Okay,
There
anyway,
you
we'll
go.
put one of those
There you go.
in.
Yep.
Right, and the next thing we're going to need, you can put as many as you want, sultanas. I didn't have any sultanas, so I've only got the kids' sultanas.
And this has got.
Just
40, it's got 40 grams in it.
yeah,
Serving size. So I'm
it
putting.
depends how many you want in it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I
You want
thought,
Or
nah,
one packet's enough.
one, but if your kids really like sultanas, put another little packet in. But I think for the grown-ups, one would be enough because this actually expands double. So now we're going to use plain flour. I've got it in a bag so I don't make it a mess. Can you lift up, please? Yep. So what we're going to put on now, put about 1 cup
Can I
of...
help you? Not already?
No, it's
Oh,
fine.
you do it yourself.
Yeah, I'll do it myself. 1 cup to start off with. And we're just going to try to make like...
A dough.
A dough like a bread type of thing. Yeah, this I'd say would need 2 cups of it. We're going to go now with the hands.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, we're going to do this. Really mix it well. Yeah, give me about another cup. Yeah. So it's really only about 3 or 4 ingredients, and they're really so yummy. Yeah, put it all in.
Oh,
Yeah, just put it all in.
all in. Alright.
Okay, so we're going to combine this flour to the pumpkin, and it should be like pizza, no, softer than a pizza dough. Yeah, probably need about another half a cup.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
still right. Yeah, about another. You can make quite a few out of this mixture. Yeah, put it in. You'll be fine. Yeah, just put it on the
It's a
side.
little bit over than
Yeah.
half a cup.
Yeah.
Alright, put it in.
Right, so we're just going to put it, and I gradually actually combine it together. So if it's too much, it will stay on the sides.
So if you overwork this, do you think the donuts would become more tough
Oh,
and less
no.
fluffy, or
No.
it doesn't really matter how much you work it?
No, this is such a simple recipe. The children could enjoy doing this actually. Yeah.
Dough everywhere.
Yeah, well, and flour, I suppose.
That's kind of fun.
Yeah, and the kids would enjoy doing this and getting their hands dirty and all that. Maybe another half a cup, it's still a little bit too wet. So we've already added how much? 3 cups, a total of 3 cups to 1 kilo of pumpkin.
No, because I gave it 1 cup and
Oh.
then half.
All right, give me another half.
You want another half?
Yeah, just that'll be another half.
Enough?
Yeah.
Alright.
So it's about 3 cups then, yeah?
No, you put 1 cup in,
Yeah.
then another half, and then
Yeah.
another half.
So that's 2.
2 cups.
Okay.
2 cups and a little bit because we put a little bit more in the first half a cup.
Precise measurements.
We'll show you what it's meant to look
Yeah.
like, and you guys work
Yeah, you sort of
with it
add.
once
Yeah.
you've seen what the end product looks like.
Okay, now we've got all this nice and ready. That's what it should look like, all sort of pasty, right?
Pasty but whole.
Yeah, your hand will be all dirty. It's really hard to get rid of all that, but anyway, there's water for that. Now what we're going to do, we're going to leave it like that, and we're going to put a cloth over it.
Okay, we'll do that in a minute.
Yeah, we'll put a cloth over it, and we'll let it on the side for about an hour, 2 hours, till it actually doubles.
Doubles in size.
Okay,
It grows.
then we'll do the next step.
Okay.
Now this is after an hour and a half, and it's doubled in size, so we just leave it like that. I've got some oil in a little bowl, and you just oil your hands so the dough will, and you break them up in little round balls, and you make a little ball, and then you throw them in deep frying oil. Now that's got to be a temperature around about 180 to 200. If you've got a deep fryer, that works really good. But I'll put it in a wok, and the oil that's in there, you could either have sunflower or canola oil. In here, to do all this, I've put in a 2-litre canola oil. So, and you can reuse that. Once you're finished, let it get cold, put it back in the container and use it another time. You can use the same oil, let's say, about 3 or 4 times. So it's good value. So you break in the size like a large meatball, and then you throw it in the oil, and the same. And by keeping your hands moistened with the oil, the actual dough does not stick to your hands, and you can make a lot of these, and they're really good frozen if you think you're not going to eat them all. You put them in a little sandwich lock, what do they call it? Ziploc bag. Yeah. See, and now I'm going to dip my hands in there again, and you just break it off like that, then throw them in the oil.
So these are getting a bit brown. So that
Let them a little bit more because they're just the beginning of them. Yeah, but they're getting close. Yeah. So keep doing it. You could probably fit in there, what, 3, 6, 9, 12, almost about 15 at a time in a wok. I like using the wok because it's nice and wide, and you can fit in a lot more than what you would in a deep fryer. I do have a deep fryer, but I feel this, I can get it done quicker, basically, since we're all so time poor. So, yeah.
This ball over here is getting a bit more brown. Is that what it's meant to look like?
Yeah, nice and brown like that. Put it in that flat plate.
Okay.
Yeah. So, keep going. If you're by yourself, you can do it by yourself. But if you've got a helping hand, it's even better. By 2. This is our bonding time, as you've noticed. It's probably the only time we actually spend together doing something. Yeah, so you can make and they're so cheap, because really think about it. There's only been 1 kilo of pumpkin in there, and 1 kilo of flour, and 1 little sachet of the yeast, and really how many little sultanas you choose to put in there. I've only put in a little packet, but if you like a lot of sultanas, by all means, put more in, It's really and they're not overly sweet either. But the next process, you'll see what we're going to do, which will add extra sweetness to it. Of course.
My balls are getting stuck. It's okay.
No, you're still good to go. My hands are getting a little bit dry now, so yeah. So we'll do this. What?
They're raisins. I'm thinking, what are these little balls floating up? They're raisins.
No, they're the sultanas, not raisins.
Sultanas,
Yes.
raisins, same, just different.
Yeah, so that's that part. I think we'll maybe 1 more. We don't want to overcrowd them. Yeah, look, you can make these bigger if you want to, but I think bite-sized pieces, more or less, or not bite, or a couple of bites, is
Big mouth.
yeah, pretty much. So we'll put that aside so I can show you. So I can show you what else needs to do. Now in here, I've got 1.5 cups of caster sugar, and in this caster sugar, I'm going to add about 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, and I should have opened the top.
A bit more.
Yeah, So about a teaspoon, but if you like them a bit stronger with the cinnamon, by all means,
Is
put more.
cinnamon like your pepper?
No,
Unless this
no.
one
No,
might
I
get stuck in
actually
your
like the flavour of cinnamon, as I do with the pepper, but yeah, it just adds that little bit extra flavour to the actual
So you're
donut.
sort of making like the mixture, say if you were to make the regular donuts, they're like, you know, like the Donut King ones.
Oh, like those. Yeah. Are we allowed to say company names?
I don't know, they're all the same names. How many people are going to be watching this? I don't know.
Yeah, pretty much that's it. I'd say about a teaspoon and a half to 1.5 cups of
Would you put nutmeg in it or no, it won't taste good? No, it's more spicy nutmeg.
cinnamon's more
Different.
better.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll put cinnamon. Now with these, we just toss it. To be honest, if I had a plastic bag, I put it in and shake it in a plastic bag. That's a little bit more easier. But I've run out of plastic bags, so you put them on like that and cover
Plus,
them.
this is more fancy for videoing.
Oh, okay. See, if you put them from there straight into the oil, they absorb the sugar even more.
Yeah.
So
Ready,
yeah, so that's basically, and I'll open one up so you can see what they're like inside. But in saying that, you're going to make so many out of that mixture, you can freeze these.
You couldn't freeze the mixture though, you would have to
No,
make them.
you would have to make them basically because they've got the yeast and whatnot.
This is a hot one.
Yeah, just throw it in there. So yeah, when they're hot, they actually will absorb the sugar a lot more. But just so you can see,
They did that hot one, they just
no,
put
no,
it
no.
in.
I was just going to break it up so you can see what they're like inside. Really, it's like a typical donut. Do you want to try it? See what it's like?
Make me do 3 things at a time.
Well, you know, it's part of our genetics.
Oh yeah.
Donut? That's what would you would say? Yeah. Because I was wondering what to call them, but they're basically a donut.
You couldn't call them a tipula because it's
No.
got pumpkin in it.
Mm.
It's a donut.
It is a donut.
It's a
And
donut.
you actually see, I think, you actually need the cinnamon sugar. It adds a bit more flavour to the actual donut.
Yeah, yeah. You need the sugar.
Yeah, you do need the sugar because they're not really overly sweet.
Yeah.
Because realistically, it's only the pumpkin and the flour that's in the mixture, and,
Yeah.
and a little bit of yeah.
It's not recommended for people that are gluten. This isn't flavour gluten.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
It'll probably kill them.
No.
Oh, well, but this they'll die eating
No.
tasty.
What they enjoy the most. Yeah. So that's our recipe.
All right, guys,
Of
enjoy this.
donuts.
Give that a try.
Right.
See ya.
Enjoy.
Bye.
Bye.